All right. We are streaming. Here we go. Uh-oh, let me fix my mic. What's going on, everyone? How's everyone doing? Hopefully everyone's doing well. Happy Saturday. Worst day of the week, I know. Can't stand Saturdays. Let's see if you guys can actually hear me. Just cope with me here for 1 second, guys. I'm using a new software here. Oh, I think you guys can hear me. View on YouTube. Let's see here. Oh, wait a minute here. If you guys are on and you guys can hear me, drop a 2. Let me know you guys can hear me. Just want to see. Oh, there. Oh, you can't hear me. Awesome. All right, guys. What's going on, everyone? How are we doing? Happy Saturday. What's going on? Woo! We're doing some Q&A again, guys. Let me just hype myself up on Instagram because you guys know I like to hype myself up on Instagram. And then I'll answer your questions. Here we go. Boom. Live on, I put love on YouTube. That's a little weird. Live on YouTube right now. Q/A. All right, guys, here we go. Let's see here. Is it Jaren or Jaren? I think it's Jaren. I may be butchering that. I apologize. Jaren says, where can I find the proper contracts? I can hear you. That's a great question. So, actually, it's funny. I just covered this in a recent Encore training I did. But where can you find the proper contracts? Well, depends on what niche you're working in. If you're working in state funds, there are some states that they'll literally just give you the contracts for free. So you can look into that. If you're working mortgage overages or tax overages or even bankruptcies, you're going to have to get your own contracts. Now, the most common way to do that is have an attorney write them up for you. That can cost anywhere from a couple $100 to a couple $1,000, depending on what you're getting made. Or you can join Service from Mastery, and I already had an attorney write them up, paid my attorney over $2,000, and I'm giving you those contracts for free when you join. So those are kind of your 3 options. I don't know if that's exactly what you're looking for, but hopefully it is. Jaren says state funds. Well, there you go. State funds. Yeah, then you just want to look into the, into the state that you're looking into, basically, and you want to do research and see if they have contracts pre-made for you. And some states, they won't necessarily have contracts pre-made for you, but what they will have is they will have like a printout of an example contract. And then you just have to basically change your own words a little bit, and then you should be okay. But I always recommend, if you're going to do that, have an attorney look it over. Make sure you know what you're getting into. Mr. GG says, 0 money down. I don't know why I said. He says, hey, Spence. And then he says, like, 15 twos. Well, thanks. What's up, man? How are you doing? Jeremy Jackson says, hey. Hey, Jeremy Jackson. How you doing, man? Hopefully you're doing well. Jaren says, thanks so much. Well, thank you, Jaren. I appreciate it, guys. How's everyone doing on this Saturday? I was going to watch the Laker game tonight, but then it was a complete blowout from like the first 5 minutes. So what's the point? Like, we're obviously the Lakers are going to win. So I just decided not to do it. I decided to work because why not? So anyway, not too many people on here tonight, though. I was hoping we could get some more, and we got 3 people on. But I answer questions as long as you guys have them. So I got nothing else to do. Whew. All right. Let's see here. Let me send out a little blast to my list, guys. I have a list. I can do such a thing. Check this out, guys. Get some people on here real quick. I don't like this lonely live stream we got going on right now. Oh, here we go. Check this out. Huh? Whoa. Okay, that's not good. Anyway, I don't know if this is going to work then. So I guess we'll see. That's not good. Facebook does not like me, apparently, guys. Facebook does not like me. Sydney says, Spence! What's up, Sydney? How are you? All right. Why is this so complicated here? There we go. Is live doing Q/A. Confirmed event update. Go next. It's non-promotional. Send now. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Let's see if it actually sends. Ooh, I don't know if it'll send. That's a little bit annoying. Anyways, guys. All right, what's going on here? Let's see. Let me jump back on the stream here. Gigi says, LOL. Spence. Yeah, guys, I don't know. My Facebook Messenger. I think they shut me down, man. I can't believe they shut me down. Look at this. It's a bit annoying. Anyway, that's okay. We'll be all right. All right, guys. Any other questions, guys? I wanted to hop on here, provide you guys some value, and figured why not? You guys know I like to do these random Saturday night live streams, so that's why I'm here. Mr. GG's Zero Money Down Real Estate. Dude, your name is too... You got to shorten your name, man. It should just be Mr. GG. Man, it's too many words in the name. When doing state funds, what are the best states that process our payments the quickest due to COVID-19? Well, since COVID-19, and honestly before that, I have not closed a deal in every single state to be able to give you that answer. But honestly, it's pretty self-explanatory. And the reason why I'm giving you kind of a hard time here, Mr. GG, is because just think about it. What are the states that are most hit by COVID-19? You got like New York, California. Although California is kind of a wild card because they've been pretty good actually. But New York especially, New Jersey, a lot of those East Coast states have been hit the hardest. So working there right now is probably not a great idea. I would probably start somewhere else. And then the other thing to really just think about as well is most of the time the states that were good before COVID are going to be good after COVID or during COVID or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I don't really know what to tell you there, but you know, as long as you had a state that was good before, you should be good now, basically. He says, LOL, just say Mr. GG. Well, that's all good now. I'm just giving you a hard time. See, this is the reason why I know people are wondering, why does he always do his live streams randomly at Saturday night at 9 o'clock at night? It's because I know who hops on here. You guys are the real ones. You guys are the ones that are doing this for real. That are committed. That are committed to success. Hence why I'm talking to you guys right now. What's going on? Mr. GG says LMAO. That's funny. Let's get some questions in here, guys. I brought my water. I brought a whole half gallon for you guys today. I filled it up to a half gallon just to answer your questions. Ooh. Oh, man. Rogelio says, hi, Spencer. Hey, Rogelio. How are you doing, my friend? Long time no see. I heard you've been talking to Barry. Hopefully that's been going well. But, what's up, man? How you doing? Sydney A says, when you send in paperwork, I noticed the forms ask for the investigator's information. Have you had issues putting your social on the paperwork? No. I've not had issues putting my social on the paperwork. Tanner Workman says, hey, Spencer, I'm about to buy your course after I purchase your Killer Closer Academy. Really appreciate your time, work, and effort. Well, thank you, Tanner. I appreciate that, my friend. I'm glad that, excuse me, I'm appreciative of your appreciativeness. So thank you. I'm glad you enjoy the Killer Closer Academy. Excuse me, we have like an ambulance driving by. Hopefully everyone's okay. You're going to see it. Anyway. What else do we have here? What is the best one-by-one skip tracing software used and suggest? Yeah, so we actually have a couple partnerships with skip tracing softwares, Mr. GG. So inside of Surplus from Mastery, we give members free access to some of the skip trace sites for like extra searches and stuff like that. So the ones I would recommend are, I'm going to be a little biased. They are good softwares. I made sure that they're very good softwares. Number one I would recommend is IDI Core. That has by far been the most cost-effective and accurate skip trace site we've used. So that's probably going to be your best answer, IDI Core. And we have a partnership with them. I think I get like 5% of anything that you guys buy. Well, actually, you didn't have the length anyway, so it's not even going to matter. It's not even going to matter. John McLeod says, Spence, my guy, what it do, baby? What it do, baby? What are you, Kawhi, man? What's up, man? How you doing? Pete says, what's up, Warriors? Spencer, what's up? Just saying hi. I love this business. Pete, the legendary Pete, has blessed us with his presence today. Hopefully you're doing well, man. I've been doing great. Thanks for hopping on. Sydney says, okay, so you would recommend listing your personal information on the contract instead of an EIN? Well, I mean, it depends, Sydney. I mean, do you have a corporation? Is your license filed, your investigator's application, was it filed under a corporation? Because if it was, then definitely use the EIN. Okay, you need to be consistent with whatever you're using, so don't like jump back and forth. But I don't. You just asked me if I've had an issue putting personal information on the paperwork. The answer to that question is no. As far as what information you should put, what strategy you should put, as far as corporation, I would always do a corporation. If you don't have one, you don't necessarily need one to start. But if you already have one, then I would do that. So it's not going to make that much of a difference until you start closing deals anyway. I use White Pages, TruthFinder, LexisNexis, a few others. LexisNexis is good. TruthFinder, White Pages, well, they're not bad, but as far as accuracy, like if you're talking accuracy and cost effectiveness combined, I would say IDI Core. That's what I would say. How much do I need to start surplus funds? That's a great, you know what? That's a great question. Since you asked this amazing question, I'm going to answer this question the best way I possibly can. Check this out. Give me 1 second, guys. Like, I seriously, this is, you know, you ever feel like, so, oh, hold on, guys. I'm doing this the wrong way here. Give me 1 minute. How much do you need to start surplus funds, he says. Or it might have been a she. I didn't really see the name, to be honest with you. All right, check this out, guys. Ready? I made this slideshow a while ago. Check this out. This is how much you need to start surplus funds. Put this over here. All right, you ready? So, skip tracing. Without surplus fund mastery, you're going to need... you know what? I'm not even going to do it this way. Hold on, guys. You're going to need... There we go. You're going to need... oh, that's perfect. You're going to need $400 without surplus fund mastery because we give you $400 worth of skip tracing for free. Contracts, to start it without surplus fund mastery, you need $2,000 plus. With surplus fund mastery, you get that for free. Professional website, surplus fund mastery, we give it to you for free. To build one yourself, a truly professional website, you need like $1,000. Marketing scripts, $2,500 to hire a great copywriter. Surplus fund mastery, we give them for free. And they're honestly better than that because we've actually closed deals using them, and a ton of our students have as well. And one-on-one coaching, you're paying a lot for one-on-one coaching, the level that we give you. $5,000 plus per month without surplus fund mastery for free. So if you want to do this on your own, total startup cost of this without surplus fund mastery, $10,950, my friend. Now, of course, you could probably go a little cheaper than that, but you're not going to be on the same footing as someone that would just jump into surplus fund mastery would. Hence why you should click the button that doesn't exist, because there's no button on this live stream. Anyway, that's my sales pitch for tonight. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Let me bring back the comments here. All right. TruthFinder gives us relatives too. Yeah. You know, I'm not anti-TruthFinder. Here's the thing, Mr. GG, since we're having this conversation right now. I reached out to a lot of the skip trace sites, and I told them, I said, hey, look, I got a student population of 1,200 plus students. They all paid a lot to be in surplus fund mastery. They've invested in themselves. I want to invest back in them. I want to give them as much skip tracing for free as possible. And a lot of them just straight up refused to work with me. I even said, look, you can charge them on the back end, but give them 200 free searches, you know, something like that, so they can use your platform and see if it's right for them. No, we won't do it. I said, all right. But you know who would do it? A couple companies would do it. I'm not going to name which ones, but they would do it. And TruthFinder was not one of them. Although the thing about TruthFinder too, and I feel the same way about like Spokio and Been Verified, I feel like they're all basically the same. I feel like they're all basically the same, to be honest with you. I don't really see a big difference between those three. Just my opinion. Why do you choose surplus funds over wholesaling? Because wholesaling is dead. What do you mean? That's a silly question. Come on, Isaiah. True People Search, Fast People Search, but for bulk, I use Skip Matrix. Yeah, True People Search and Fast People Search literally is the same thing. And I'm pretty sure it's owned by the same company. And I've never heard of Skip Matrix. But like, those are great options, pro equity. Those are great options if you're just starting out. You know, you don't have a, you want to be really, really inexpensive, literally free on your skip tracing. That's a great place to start. But, you know, if you want that to, want to invest and get really good data, I would not recommend this. Skip Matrix is great. You'll have to check it out. We've never used that one. Isaiah says wholesaling is dead. There's still plenty of people who do it though. Is there really? Is it really, Isaiah? Like, how many people do you know personally that are making $100,000 a month wholesaling? Because I know zero. I know a lot of people trying to wholesale. I know a lot of people trying to get their first deal. I don't know anyone actually doing $100,000. And that's not true. I do know a couple people that are doing a lot. But at the end of the day, Isaiah, like, what you have to realize is in business, there's a concept called blue. In fact, I don't know if I have the book here. It's behind my 2 comma club award, but I don't want to look for it. There's a concept in business called the blue ocean theory. And the idea is to do what others are not doing. So you give yourself a competitive advantage. And I've literally had wholesaling coaches that get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars a month to coach wholesaling tell me that they would never wholesale today. So if that doesn't tell you something, I don't know what does. Mr. GG says, I use Skip Matrix for bulk. Great service. Nicole is the truth with Skip Matrix. I don't even know what that means. Okay, thanks for taking my questions. I was reviewing everything for getting set up at my stay as an investigator and didn't know if it would be a good idea, but not going to overthink it yet. Yeah, Cindy, I think you just hit it right on the nail right on the head there. Don't overthink it. Do not overthink it. Just get it done. Have you ever wholesaled? Yeah, that's how I started my career, man. I started my career wholesaling. Well, technically bird dogging, but same thing. And then I realized it was dead, so I stopped doing it. It's very stupid. Pro-equity says, I wholesaling and overages and creative financing with foreclosures. That sounds like a nightmare. I'm sorry to hear that. I still wholesale, but the deals are too difficult to find. Thank you. Blue ocean theory equals do what others are not doing. That's correct. That's a great summary. That's a great summary, Isaiah. Highly recommend. Let's see, do I have that book? I don't know if I have that book with me. Ooh, I don't know if I... Oh, yes, I do, right? Not in my night out. Yeah, you know, it's at my house, guys. I'm sorry. Sorry to disappoint. I don't have the blue ocean theory on me right now, guys. Otherwise I'd break it out. Quick question about Killer Closer. I had bought the $47 a month package with the Killer Closer Academy for monthly coaching. I haven't been added to Facebook yet. Should I talk to support? Yeah, I would talk to support about that, Tanner. Email is help, HELP, @surplusfund.com. Or you can just hit the little chat button. John says, how do you feel about your Lakers? Dude, I'm not a Lakers fan, you know? I'm a Celtics fan. I bleed green. And I'm very excited. I think we're going to the finals. You know, I mean, I'm a huge Jimmy Butler fan. He's one of my favorite players, but I just think Jason Tatum is the next Michael Jordan, if I can be quite honest. So, I'm kidding. Totally kidding. But yeah. I met a photographer of yours recently, and he said you were a real nice guy. Clearly, he was right. Well, that's interesting. What photographer did you meet, Isaiah? I didn't know I had a photographer. That's crazy. I have a photographer. I didn't even know. Pro Equity says, with the stubborn homeowners that don't want to sell their foreclosures, I still have their contract collect their overages. Yeah, I mean, one of the rules that I believe in, and this is just my opinion, guys. I don't know. Like, I just believe that business is all about focus. And I don't think, like, one of the things that Steve Jobs did when he was brought back in to be the CEO of Apple was he went and cut like 80% of their product line immediately and had them only focus on like 4 or 5 things. And I cannot imagine running a business where I'm doing wholesaling, like overages, fix and flipping, subject to investing, and like apartment, renovating. It's just, to me, that sounds like craziness. But that's me. I mean, I've worked on the same business 8 hours a day, 6 days a week. That's being very conservative, probably a lot more than that. meaning hours and probably 7 days a week, most weeks, for like 3 years. So I'm a little bit intensely focused. I would say probably too much. Isaiah says, how tall are you? How much do you weigh? That's a very personal question. What am I? Am I being investigated? No, I'm just kidding. I'm fairly tall. I'm like 6'4.5", and I weigh like 180. Elena says, Elena, how are you? I don't think I've ever seen you on here before. Elena says, is there any successful women that do this business? Of course. That's a silly question. Elena, if you go on my channel and you look at some of my most recent videos, I had an interview with one of our students, Belinda. Belinda got $150,000 in profit her first 21 days running this business following Service From Mastery. And she's just one of our many female success stories. So, yes, absolutely. It doesn't matter. You can be young or old. You can be man or female. You can be, I don't know what other, you can be any race. You can be shy. You can be outspoken. It doesn't matter. Anyone can be successful as long as you put in the work. Isaiah says, sorry, I wasn't trying to be nosy. My bad. Hey, you're all good, Isaiah. I'm totally messing with you, man. Totally messing with you. Just having fun. But you said you met a photographer of mine, man. Who's that? I want to know who you met. Julio says, what all comes in the $47 course? I don't know what $47 course you're referring to, because I don't think we have one for sale on this video. So I don't. Do we? Is it in the description? Did I leave it there from last time we did it? No, there's no. No, you guys are going crazy. There's nothing even there. All right. So I don't know what you're referring to, Julio. How many hours per week does it take to be successful? Well, Shaw, that's like asking how many days a week do you need to go to the gym to be fit? Like, I don't even know what fit means for you. Like, can you define what success means for you? Like, does that mean you want to be a billionaire? Because success for me is like, I want to be a billionaire, right? Success for me is like, I want to have a massive company that impacts like tens of millions of people, hundreds of millions of people. That's for me. Like, for a lot of people, it's like, hey, success for me means I don't have to work a 9 to 5 and I get to, live in Hawaii. Like, I don't know. So, John McLeod says, what's your favorite way to start a conversation with a potential impatient client? John, are you saying like on a first time call, or like you're calling them back and you're trying to move the deal forward? If you could clarify, that'd be great. Alana says, will do. Thank-you. Will you are welcome. You're very welcome. Shaw says 150K per year. That's a great question. So, I mean, we've had people do it part-time, like 3 to 4 hours a day, and get to 80, 100K a year. I don't want to say you can do that because I don't know your experience level, but I mean, you can work part-time with this business and make a full-time income for sure. So I don't know if that answers your question, Shaw, but yeah. Isaiah says, sorry, I should have clarified. It was a guy who did photography in the OC area who told me he met you. I was under the impression he's done work for you. It was Kaz. Oh, I know Kaz. I love Kaz. Yeah, Kaz actually, again, I'm messing with you, Isaiah. Kaz came to my birthday, actually. I had him come out to my birthday and take photos. So, I love Kaz, man. Shout out to, if you ever see Kaz, man, let him know Spencer Van is saying hello. And he wishes him the best. I love that guy. Actually, I need to message that guy. I need some more pictures taken. So, shout out to Kaz. Tanner says, I gotta head out, man, but I hope to speak to you soon, as I should be getting your course within a week. Awesome, Tanner. Welcome to the family, to the Surplus Warrior family, and I'll see you inside. And I'm excited for when you hop in. Shaw says it does. Thank you for your answer. Well, Shaw, thank you for asking. John says first time. I think I missed the first time you said first time, John. But honestly, John, like the way we teach it in Service From Mastery is we're just really direct with it always. So it's just the first line is just confirming who they are. And you can be creative with it. But I mean, literally we teach just like, hey, is this blank name from X address? And we usually don't say like their exact street address. We're like, hey, is this Peter from, Mission Viejo? Or from this street? Hey, is this Peter from Main Street? Or something like that. That's how we usually like to start it. The other thing you can do is be a little more creative with it. But honestly, we're always testing new things. I think the best way to do it, though, is just to be direct. Well, that's what we found worked really, really, really well. What's the most deals you've closed in a month? Me personally or my company? Because it's two very, very different answers. Me personally, not very impressive, but I never claimed to be very impressive. But my company's done very, very well. I mean, we've done at one point, my business partner and I were doing like $200K a month. So we've done very, very, very well. Shout out to David, wherever David's at. Hopefully that answers your question there, John. I don't know if that does. By the way, you guys like my new t-shirt, hashtag Kajabi Hero. They sent it to me. Shout out to the guys and gals from Kajabi. Probably are not watching this, but if you are, just now I'm thinking about you guys. Correction, it's actually a $67 offer on your main pager. I don't have a pager. Now I'm very confused. Are you talking about the Killer Closer Academy, Julio? I think that might be what you're talking about, Julio. In your opinion, do you think prospects will be more willing to work with you due to the 40 million people who are currently unemployed? I see a massive opportunity. Yes, in my opinion, I think prospects will be more willing to work with you during this time. I agree. Agree 100%. And you know what? I released a video earlier today, guys, titled "Will Surplus Funds Get Saturated?" And I'm not gonna like do the whole spiel I did on there. If you haven't seen that video, watch. I think it's like 7 minutes long, but excuse me. Like now, if you're not in this game now, and look, let me just pause. Before I even say this, don't buy any of my stuff ever. Don't buy my course. I'm not saying this so you will buy things from me. I'm saying this because it's the truth. Right now is the best time to get in surplus funds, okay? You've got, as Sydney just pointed out, 40 million people unemployed. Many people, even if they're not unemployed, they're worried about what's going to happen in the future with their job, with the economy, all that. And surplus funds is not saturated yet, but it will get saturated. Don't get it twisted. Surplus funds will get saturated. And my point in that video was to say, like, yes, while it will get saturated, the real question is, where are you going to be when it does? Are you going to be one of the people that's climbed the mountain that's already at the top and that has a massive competitive advantage over everyone else because you already have a massive business, you've already made a ton of money from your deals, and you already know the business inside and out? Or are you going to be pushing it off, and finally when everyone else starts doing it, you're going to jump into it and be on the same level as everyone else and not be able to get anywhere? And hopefully the answer is the beginning, the first option, not the latter. But anyway, so yes, Sydney, I think there's a massive opportunity. Julio says, yes, what's all included? Well, how about I just show it to you, man? Let me just show it to you because, you know, I'm just that type of guy. You know, one of the rules in sales, guys, is always show if you can rather than tell someone. So this is what the Killer Closer Academy looks like. Okay, now this is what all the different courses look like, but here's Killer Closer Academy. This is what it looks like right here. So it comes with Surplus Fund Mastery Week 1. So that's all the Week 1 videos in here from Surplus Fund Mastery. It's about maybe 5 hours, 6 hours of content there. It's got the Killer Closer Academy itself. It's got the Killer Closer Script mini course, which comes with, of course, the script. I'll show you. These videos are really short.
Hi guys, what's going on?
They're like 3 minutes long, these ones. But it comes with the actual script itself, obviously, which is 11 pages, which is pretty awesome. And then it comes with Surplus Fund Mastery Week 2, a couple videos there. And then it comes with a little coaching group that I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. So, well, I guess we'll find out. All right. Hopefully that answered your question, Julio. Hopefully that answered your question. Guys, if you guys are enjoying the stream, give me a like. And if you guys are not enjoying it, give me a dislike just so I can get some feedback on this. I like to know if I'm providing value. I like to know if I've been helpful tonight. Also, I want to do a quick shout out to a couple people for their birthdays. Shout out to my cousin Jaden and my good friend Jack for their birthdays today. Hopefully you guys are out there celebrating and not watching me, because if you were, that'd be questionable. You should be out having a good time tonight. John says, I love the Killer Closer Academy. Well, thank you, John. I appreciate that. I'm a little surprised because we really did not put that much effort into it. So if you love the Killer Closer Academy, you are going to love Surplus Fund Mastery, my friend, because we put a lot of effort into that. Question, how can you achieve being direct without revealing the source of the funds with state funds? It's a great question. So Give me an example, like of what you mean. Because I'm never going to be like, if I'm on the phone, I'm not going to be like, hey, so listen, your funds are located at X and X place. All you need to do to recover them is call this person and you don't even need me. And then boom, we're good. Okay, like I'm never going to say that to someone. So I don't know exactly what you mean because I don't foresee that ever really being a problem. Now, do people go around you? Yes, people will go around you. But excuse me, you know, at the end of the day, I don't know how you, oh my gosh, guy was going fast on his motorcycle. Anyway, let's see here. Always providing value. What is your advice for those struggling to get their first state deal? My birthday was on the 6th. Well, happy belated to you, Mr. Gigi. Hopefully you had a wonderful birthday and you partied it up, my friend. What's your advice for those struggling to get their first state deal? Make more phone calls. You can't get a deal. Like, the reason why I love surplus funds, guys, is because it's like, it's so simple. You know, someone commented on my saturated video, the video I put up earlier today, like, oh, this business is not easy. And like, no business is easy. So like, no duh, it's not easy, okay? But the thing about surplus funds is it's very simple, okay? You make contacts with people that are owed money, you help them recover their money, and you get paid. Like, that's literally it. It's a 3-step business plan if you count a step as getting paid, okay? So I don't know what else to tell you there. It's just make more phone calls. Make more phone calls, follow up with people, be organized, all of that. And get in Surplus Fund Mastery so we can coach you, okay? A lot of you guys are in the Killer Closer Academy. Guys, the Killer Closer Academy is not that good, okay? It's not that good compared to Surplus Fund Mastery. Like, I'm telling you right now, if you guys like Killer Closer Academy, you honestly will think Surplus Fund Mastery is the greatest thing on the planet, because it is, okay? But jokes aside, and it's not really even a joke, but I mean, just make more phone calls and get in Surplus Fund Mastery so we can coach you, basically. Kelly Closer Academy is the truth with 3 100s. Thank you. Elena with the kissy face. I don't know. Shout out to Elena. Shout out to my girl Elena. I'm glad that I'm always able to impress the ladies. That's why I come on here for my one girl that's watching this live stream right now. He said on the planet. Hey, I'm not kidding though. I'm walking the fine line of being direct to help the client believe that what I'm saying to them is real and actually revealing the source of the funds. Well, for me, look, I mean, there's just a line that you can't cross. I mean, it's pretty, like, if you're doing state funds, which, John, if you went through Killer Closer Academy, I mean, and then you said with state funds. So yeah, you're doing state funds. So if that's the case, then you can tell them that it's with the state, right? Be like, hey, look, the state's holding it. You know, we can recover it for you. But you want to be careful. I mean, you really, honestly, John, it's such a hard question to answer because you have to read the person that you're talking to. Like, there's not a blanket answer I could give you. You know what I mean? It's like in basketball, you know, one play doesn't work against every single defense, except for a 5-out. I guess a 5-out would work against pretty much anything. But pretend like that doesn't exist, okay? But, you know, like the triangle offense does not work against every type of defense. You know, pick and rolls. Actually, I guess, well, no, because if you're playing against the zone, it wouldn't work. So you get what I'm saying, okay? There's not a blanket answer that I can give you that would make sense, but you kind of have to read the client and then adjust accordingly there. But tell Phil Jackson that. Yeah, I know. I you know, it's like I had this great analogy in my head of how, and then I was like, I'm just really butchering this analogy. So, but I think you get what I mean. I think you get what I mean. Even though I just butchered that complete analogy. So, John says, okay, we'll do. I got it, boss. Happy to hear that, man. Happy to hear that. Whew. You're doing great. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I am doing very well. Oh, man, we got 22 people on here. This is crazy. See, you guys are the real ones. I watched your 4-part vids and watched a ton of other vids about state funds. After that, I just did a ton of emails to the SEO, and they helped me learn what I needed to know. And I just sent my dash. You sent your dash? I don't know. First claim package, helping a family get $20K from their mom, and I'm getting $1,500. Well, congratulations, Zoom. Congratulations, Zoom. Just wanted to say thanks. Your vids helped me learn a lot. Well, thank you, man. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best to provide content, hence why I upload once a month. So I'm really focused on that YouTube content. But congratulations, man. I don't know if you're a guy or a girl because your name is not giving it away and your profile picture is not giving it away. So congratulations to you, though. Gigi says, I'm in Missouri. There are idiots at the Treasury office. Okay? They're trying to send me a list of leads with just names and addresses on the list, but no claim numbers or amounts owed. Shaking my head. Yeah, you got to check for that. It's one of the things that you have to check for before you go into a state with state funds. You want to make sure that they have good quality leads. Not just leads, but good quality leads. Having an attorney send a sunshine demand? A sunshine demand letter. All right, I got to look this up. Did you misspell that? Or is that actually a thing? Demand letter. No, I don't think sunshine demand letter is a thing. Is it? Is that actually a thing? I've never heard of a sunshine demand letter before. Is that like a different term for something? It's a thing. Okay, maybe I don't know. I've never heard of that. Is there like an official? Is that the official name? Am I just like losing it today? What's going on, guys? Am I just losing it? It's the sunshine law. Dude, you're kidding me. There's a sunshine law? Is this in Missouri or is this a federal law? Sunshine law. Oh my God, there's a sunshine law. What the heck? The Sunshine Act. What is this? Some of the states. How did I not know this? Some of the states' laws predate the federal law. California's Brown Act was enacted. Other states' sunshine laws are much more recent. All right, I'm not a lawyer. I'm gonna write that down. The sunshine law. Thank you, Mr. Gigi. I appreciate that. Interesting. It's a federal law. Master course. Also, what is available in this course? All right, you guys want to know what's available in the mastery course? Always got to come on here and sell to you guys, man. All right, here's what's available in Service Mastery, okay? So Service Mastery is a 6-week program. It's about 50 or 60 hours of content. In Service Mastery, you get a ton of bonuses. In fact, let me just bring up these slides again for you, okay? So here's what you get in Service Mastery. Where is it? You get lifetime access to a 6-week program, 4x weekly live group coaching calls on Zoom, unlimited access to the private Service Mastery community. You get one-on-one welcome calls. So when you join, literally someone will call you one-on-one, one of our success agents, and walk you through it. You get world-class support. You get our Surplus Warrior marketing scripts. You get, which by the way is for phone calls, text messages, emails, voicemail, and I believe direct mail. You get contracts actually written by real attorneys. You get unlimited one-on-one coaching. Let me show you how easy it is to book a coaching call. One-on-one coaching call. All you do is you come in right here, click this button right here, book a one-on-one call. Watch this little video of me yelling at you, and then book a call with our coach Barry. Shout out to Barry if you're on here. You get an extra login ID to bring a business partner. You get the Surplus Warrior lead stash. You get Skip Trace network access. Those are free Skip Trace sites that we brokered for you guys. You get a Surplus Fund website template, and you get access to our Surplus Warrior Hall of Fame. Plus, you get our test drive refund guarantee. It's 48 hours to test out Service Mastery, make sure it's right for you. And you get our deal closer guarantee, which says if you do not get a deal within 180 days of joining Search for Mastery and you meet just a few simple criteria, we will give you a full refund and give you $1,000 extra for your time to buy back your leads so we can close them ourselves. And that's what you get when you join Surplus Fund Mastery. Hopefully that helps. Anyway, yes, it's a name. It's a federal law. They have to expose pertaining to public records. Thank God to research. LOL. Sunshine Law. Yeah, I've never heard of that. That's crazy. I'm gonna look into that, man. I'm gonna look into the Sunshine Law. Learn something new about the Sunshine Law, man. That's funny. How often do you call people and have them think that you are trying to scam them? That's probably like the number one objection. I mean, oh, hold on, guys. Let me, that's like the number one objection. You know, I mean, like if you can get them to trust you, then, you know, there's no product objection. I mean, you're giving them money, so there's no real, you know, product objection. This is crazy looking at the stream right now. Oh, there we go. Okay. But, yeah, I mean, so a lot, you know, but that's the only real difficult part of the business is just showing them that, hey, you are legit. If you can get them to believe that you're legit, then they'll want to work with you. Do you provide attorneys? I do provide attorneys. Actually, one of our coaches is an attorney, Julio. Check this out. I'll show this to you, man, because Julio, you've been asking so many great questions. Check this out. This is our coaching staff right here. So we've got my business partner, David. We've got one of our most successful students, Rick. Okay. We've got an actual attorney, Mona, who's literally a coach, answer any of your legal questions. And we've got your boy. And we also have Barry, but I don't have him in there for some reason. I probably should add him in there. Don't know why he's not there. Sorry, Barry. Didn't know that until now. LMAO and Isaiah, good question. That's a good question. I can't believe Facebook. How am I going to get people on my coaching calls now? It's a bit annoying. Good old Facebook. I really dislike Facebook, guys. You know that? I really dislike Facebook. If I can be honest with you guys. They're not letting me send mass messages anymore because apparently my coaching call notifications were not allowed. A bit annoying. Are VAs effective in this business similar to scaling a wholesale operation for the operations that aren't dead? Yeah, I mean, you know, one of the things we talk about in Scale Mastery is using VAs. Now, the thing about VAs, you got to use them in specific ways. You know, if you're using a VA to, like, make cold calls or something, it's not going to work, in my opinion. And really, I've never seen it work, so it's not just my opinion. But yeah. But VAs definitely work. I mean, we have a team of VAs here, so absolutely. Isaiah, number one reason people get foreclosed on, because they don't pay their mortgage. In fact, I think that's the only reason. Again, I'm totally messing with you, Isaiah. You probably think I'm like so weird, man. But anyway, people get foreclosed on for a million different reasons. I don't know. I don't know the demographics of the number one reason as to why people would get foreclosed on. Probably because they lost their job or something. But at the end of the day, if they can't pay their mortgage, they can't pay their mortgage. Elena says, and Monica is a woman? LOL. And Monica is a woman? Monica? Who's Monica? Oh, you mean Mona? You mean my the attorney in our program, Mona? Okay. I think that's what you mean. I was so confused there. You said Monica. I'm like, who's Monica? John says, that was hilarious. What's the biggest deal I've closed? Well, it's again not very impressive, but the biggest deal that my company has closed Actually, that's a good question. What's the biggest deal that my company's closed? Off the top of my head, I don't know. The biggest deal I've ever seen close was for $500,000 though. That was crazy. We had a student get $500,000, like $522,000 deal. That was intense. That was like their first or second deal too. That was, by the way, that is not the norm. Okay, that is obviously not the norm. Mr. GG, Facebook is now called Facebook since the government is involved and it's difficult to change or edit your personal name. Yeah. I just, they're not letting me send messages on Facebook now because, we used to send coaching call notifications through there. And, it was a little bit frustrating. John, did the student make 500K? He pocketed. No, guys. The deal size was 522K. I think they had 20%, so they made like around 100. I don't quote me. This is like many years ago. I really don't know, but somewhere in that range. So, and it was a she, by the way. It was not a he. But anyway, but yeah, the deal size was 5. We've seen a couple of them that have been up there though. We've seen a lot of deals around the $150,000 to $200,000 range. We've seen some in the $300,000 range, but 522 I think was the most I've seen. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I've seen more. I mean, we've seen like leads for more, but never actually any closed deals. Gavin Garner says, first off, Mr. Spencer, how was your day? Well, Gavin, my day was fantastic. I appreciate you asking. Hopefully your day was well too, Gavin. He says, I have a question. A tax excess funds claim form requires a warranty deed and certificate of title. Can you get those records from the county office? I am in Georgia. You should be able to. Like hypothetically, yeah, you should be able to, Gavin. I'm not in Georgia, so I don't want to speak there, but I'm sure if you go down to your local county courthouse, they'll be able to answer that question for you, or even just give them a call. But hypothetically, yes. I've seen some big overages out in Cali. Do you all go after LLCs and estates or leave those alone? Yeah, we go after everyone. I can't talk. We go after everyone. So LLCs, corporations, we teach our students the same. It doesn't matter. I mean, at the end of the day, it's always going to be a person, right? Whether it's an LLC, a corporation, like it's going to end up going to somebody. So, it just adds another step of trying to figure out who owns the LLC, but you should be okay. Damn, 522, $500,000, LOL. Yeah, it's pretty intense. Aaron Brown, in Texas, toy must have a license. Message retracted. Okay. The world will never know what that message said. Do you ever text blast? Yeah, that's one of the main strategies we teach in Scale Mastery is text blasting. I think it's one of the best ways to scale right now in serverless funds. If you do it correctly. If you do it incorrectly, then it's not good because it's illegal. But as long as you do it correctly, then you're all good. I like this shirt, guys. I think this is a nice gift from Kajabi. Shout out to those guys. Hashtag Kajabi Hero. And it's real nice material. You guys like my 100K Club hat? Check this out, guys. Look at that right there. 100K Club. Hall of Fame. It's pretty awesome, right? Whew. How do you go about getting leads other than your program? What do you mean leads as in people that are owed money? It's pretty straightforward. You just nice shirt and hat, Spence. Thanks, Mr. GG. I mean, I feel like this is a very straightforward answer. You just go online and get the leads. I don't know. Aaron says, in Texas, you must have a license. What's the best state to start? State funds? Probably California or Alaska as well. That's pretty good. Wisconsin's pretty good too. How much is your course? $4,997. That's the retail price of Surplus Fund Mastery. John McLeod, with gyms closed, how do you get your workouts in now? Rona is real. Dude, so, you know what's funny is I went to Texas last weekend, Labor Day weekend, and gyms were open there. And then when I flew back to California, the gyms were open here. We moved from like purple to red or something. I don't really know what that means. So, yeah, that's what we did. But gyms are open, so I'm in the gym now over at my Lifetime Fitness. If you guys have a membership to Lifetime, that place is nice. That's a nice gym, but it's been great. Let's see here. Thanks, Gabe. I think the person, you get leads from your program. How else can I get leads? Contact me. Yeah, that's one way. I mean, you can literally just go online, and a lot of states, if you're doing state funds, will just literally let you download it or buy a CD for like $10. So sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less, but a lot of states will just give them to you for free. Aaron, thanks. Gabe, where do you have the person send the contract after signed in California? We've played around with having them send it direct to the state, but most of the time we just have them send it back, and then we make sure it's good, and then we send it in. Red Pill Rebellion. Okay, great. Another fake guru selling get-rich-quick secrets, LOL. 5K digital course. What a joke. I'm very offended, Red Pill Rebellion. Very offended. It's weird, like, I don't know. I don't even know how to respond to that. If you really think I'm a fake guru, apparently you don't really know who I am, but okay. How do I become an investigator in California? It's really easy. You just literally just send in a you send in some basic information and just contact the state, and I think it takes like 3 or 4 days to get approved. So it's really not a big process at all. But Red Pill Rebellion, yes, I want to take my answer back. I am the fakest of them all. I'm the fakest guru of them all. You've heard it here first. I don't even sell a course. I sell a university. That's what I sell. Surplus Fund University coming soon. Mr. Gigi, on the state side. Alaska, the fees are low on the state side. Yeah, but they're pretty easy to work with from what we've seen. Gerard, hey, there's no problem getting a list. The biggest problem is finding the person. Finding the prison? Finding the person. I think you misspelled that. But, yeah, you honestly, man, you really got to just have a good skip trace site. Like, that's why I recommend IDI Core. Yes, it's not free and you have to pay for it, but at the end of the day, it's good data, and you're going to save so much time, it's going to be worth it. So, Isaiah says, Lifetime Fitness Streaming is Equinox guy. You know, I've never been to Equinox. Never been to Equinox. I go to Lifetime because that's where my buddy works out. We work out together. Shout out to High Ticket Clayton every morning. But, I don't know, man. I just never even really been to Equinox, to be honest with you. John says, get that trash out of here. Don't ever listen to that. You've given away so much for free. It's ridiculous. Yeah, no, I'm not super concerned. So, appreciate it, John. It's funny. Brandon says, I came here because of the success. I don't know, guys, I cannot talk today. What is going on? Success of one of your students. I have no idea who you were. Oh, I understand. No worries, Brandon. Well, welcome, Brandon. Welcome. We do have a lot of success stories. Very proud of our program. We've got a lot of members in our 100K club. Okay. A lot of members in our 10K club. We even have some members in our $1 million club that I haven't even created a name for yet. So shout out to those guys. So it's 2 of you, but yeah. IDI Core is good data. It is very good data. It's expensive, more expensive than a True People search, but it is good data. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. Had to spit out my gum. Ah. Whew. All right. Jesse, when it says other in the type of property, what do you say to your potential clients to show them that I'm doing a legitimate business and not a scam? You just have to build a relationship with them, Jesse. I mean, it's the same answer for no matter what it says, even if it says cash or stocks or something like that. It doesn't matter. You know, at the end of the day, you have to build a relationship. Like that's the key. You have to build a relationship. That's what matters in this business. And really in every business is relationships. Isaiah, when will you be moving to Dallas? I don't know if I'm going to be moving to Dallas or not. I went there to check things out. I'm looking at several other locations. I'm going to Puerto Rico in December. I'm going to Florida in December. I'm going to Phoenix. I'll be going to the Phoenix area in October, and then the Vegas area as well. And I might even be making a trip up to Idaho. So I'm looking at several different places, but I'll be making a decision fairly soon on where I want to go. I just know I want to leave California. That's all I know. Sydney. So do you have the claimant sign paperwork first, return to you for signature, and then send it to the state? Typically, that's what we do just to make sure that all the paperwork's filled out correctly. So yes, Sydney, that's typically what we do. Although we've had students do it where they just send it in directly. After, like, they'll send it to the claimant. The claimant will fill out the contract, and then they'll just have the claimant mail it in. That will work as well, but then you run the risk of it not being filled out correctly, and then you kind of being screwed. So we like to do that. How long does it take to receive the cash from the deal? It varies very widely. We've had people get paid out as soon as 5 weeks. We've had it take up to 9 months, but typically speaking, it's like 3 to 5 months. So that's why it's so good to kind of get that log of deals coming in so you get that cash flow. You know what I mean? Because if you close, like we had Julio, one of our very successful students, closed 16 deals his first 30 days. And even though it took 4 to 5 months to get paid, like, think about that. He does it every month, and now he's got this stream of income coming in every month. You know what I mean? So, yeah. You guys want to see something cool real quick? Check this out. Ooh, what is this? Ooh, what is this? I'm so excited about this one, guys. Look at this right here. 65-page workbook with actual check-by-check, like check-by-check, step-by-step checklists. Look at that. Wow, that's pretty cool, huh? 65 pages. Very excited about this. Look at my signature at the back because I'm so cool. I think it's pretty cool. But anyway, let's just put this right here. Just to leave that right there for you guys. So you guys could not know. You guys could not know what that is. Other than that, it's got the little logo right there. Look at this, guys. It's got the little, I think this is so cool. It's pretty cool. Anyway, very proud of my book. Isaiah said, how long does it take to receive the cash? I already answered that. That book looks fire. Thanks, Gavin. I appreciate it. You know, I tried to design my own cover, and it didn't look fire. So I was like, let me get my designer to make a cover. And you're right. They did a great job. So shout out to them. Sydney says, can you use DocuSign for signatures, or does everything have to sign with a notary? For the most part, you need a notary, but it depends on your niche and on your state. So I would look into that depending on what you're looking to do. You need to do a giveaway and send that book. That's official. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Well, you guys can get the digital version of this for free. I'm not even going to tell you where to get it, though. I'm just gonna leave it there. You get the digital version for free, but I'm not going to tell you how. Ooh. It's a secret. It's a secret. I'm the only person that writes a book and then doesn't tell you where to get it. It's marketing 101. It's scarcity. Wow, 12K in 30. Yeah, that's the idea, 12K in 30 days. And it comes with a little mini course too. So, congrats on the book, homie. Thank you. Congratulations, thank you. John says, where? Come on, man. If I see you about at Huntington Beach or Newport, I'll be sure to say what's up. Yeah, definitely, man. It's funny, I don't spend that much time out there, but I'm going out there on Monday to meet Michael Francisque, which is really exciting. Former Mafia member, Colombo family. So I'm excited about that. And then I was just out in Newport last night as well on Fashion Island at Hop Dottie. Shout out to Hop Dottie. I was breaking my diet. But it was great. So yeah, man, be sure. I mean, I always love meeting you guys. And actually, you guys want to hear a funny story? Let me put this book away. You guys want to hear a funny story about people recognizing me, which does not happen very often. Because you guys can probably tell, I mean, I'm just I'm extremely famous with my 4,000 subscribers. But anyway, I was at a gas station once. I was inside buying like a water bottle or something, and there's like this guy that like followed me in, and came up behind me, and he had like this all black motorcycle helmet on, like black leather jacket, black leather pants, like just all blacked out. He had the black helmet on with the black visor down. Okay, but he's like I don't know. I was a little intimidated because he was like right up behind me in line, and he keeps like trying to look at me and stuff, and I'm thinking like, am I about to get jumped by a motorcycle guy? Like, what's going on here, And then finally, like, I buy my water bottle, I like go to like walk out, and he's like, hey, he like flips up his visor. Are you the surplus funds guy? And I'm like, oh yeah, I am. So that was a little, intimidating, but I'm happy to meet anyone. Okay, so cool. How can we get one? It's a top secret, Elena. It's a top secret. Is it Elena or Elena? I think it's Elena. Because I have a friend, her name's Elena. And it's spelled a little bit differently, but I don't think Elena. Maybe it is Elena. I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. Isaiah says, I saw him on Patrick B. Davis' podcast. That guy's a G. You're in the mob now. Stay safe, man. It's like that Drake song, Mob Ties. Sick of these. Sick of these. Hired some help. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, actually, yeah, it's kind of a long story. I don't know if I really want to reveal all that information. But I'm not in the mob. Very much against crime, actually. But with that being said, I believe, in my eyes, I think you should be able to learn from everyone. Whether they've made a ton of mistakes in their life or, they've done like their Mother Teresa. I think you can learn from everyone, the good and the bad. Hence why I'm meeting Michael Francis on Monday. Especially the Mayweather security. Honestly, after that, I was like, man, I think everybody does at some point. Though, like, it'd be kind of cool to be famous. After that happened, I was like, I do not want to be famous. This would be awful, man. Oh my gosh. Going around and having people with motorcycle helmets walk up on you like that, I'm good. The YouTube ads be everywhere, not gonna lie. You do a good job of reeling people in with the ads. I mean, that's my job, Gavin. I'm head marketer, so I've spent a lot of time studying human psychology, my friend. But on top of that, honestly, I truly believe this. In order for you to be a good salesperson and a good marketer, you have to be selling a really good product because you have to believe in the product. So that's been part of the journey. Has been building a great product and a great service that people get results on. And then just advertising those results. I mean, I could do all the great psychology tricks I want to, but if I have great results, it's always going to beat that anyways. How did you get a hold of him? I'm super jealous. Actually, it's really not that long of a story. I booked a call with his team a month ago, and then they offered me to meet him basically, and I was like, yeah, I'll meet him. So that's pretty much it. I actually have his phone number too, which is a little bit weird to have a former mob member's phone number, so like I said, mob ties. Mob ties. Just kidding. He's actually the nicest guy in the world, by the way. Seriously, like the nicest guy in the world. He's so helpful. I've had 2 phone conversations with him, and both of them, but I've just been blown away. He actually wrote me this letter. This is from him. Yeah, this is him right here. So, there you go. Wrote me this 2-page letter. But, anyway. But yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Guys, if you guys are enjoying this stream, if you guys could drop a like, it's really good for my self-esteem, and I like to see how many likes I can get. So we're up to 7 right now. That's a new record on these streams. Are you Italian or are you? I actually am Jewish. That's funny. I'm not practicing Jewish, but my mom is Jewish and that whole side of my family is Jewish. So technically, I have a Jewish bloodline, and it's actually a crazy story. So, all this racial tension and all that has been going on recently, and it's really reminded me of my family's history and our past. And I feel for people that go through that. Not to get political, but my great grandparents, they were both Jewish, and they they escaped Nazi Germany. They snuck out on a bus, and they had to hide basically under the seats of the back of the bus to get away. And then on my dad's side, I believe it was my great grandfather started the Bank of Hilo. He was a very successful businessman, but he was Japanese. And when World War II happened, the Japanese internment camps happened, and they basically took all of their assets. So I would have been born into a family worth like hundreds of millions of dollars, because that bank ended up turning into the Bank of Hawaii, which ended up being bought by Bank of America, but they took it away from them. So, yeah, I feel for all of that. Rogelio says 7. I don't. Oh, 7 likes. I got you. Yeah, I'm up to 9 likes though now, so that's good. Can we have a copy, please? Copy of the letter or a copy of the book? Sydney says he's going to make you an offer you can't refuse. And I'm a little concerned. He was very adamant. He's like, I want to meet you in person. I'm like, all right. I'd love to meet you too, but we're meeting in a public place, so it'll be all good. Copy of the letter. I'd rather not, just because it's a personal letter from Michael, and there's not really any personal information in it. Well, I'd rather not. It's a personal letter, so I apologize, but unfortunately, no. You're part Japanese too. Yeah, very slightly. I'm 25% Hawaiian. My complexion does not look that way, but my dad's mom and that whole side is from Hawaii, and then part of that Hawaiian bloodline is Japanese. So I am a small portion Japanese. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. Me and my younger brother are interested in psychology and how powerful your words and the way you say them can be. I was telling him about the information in one of your courses. Yeah, definitely. If you're interested in psychology, man, I think the best book that you can read is... check out this book right here. It's a very, very, very long book, but it's one of the best psychology books I think I've read. Boom, right there. Laws of Human Nature by Robert Greene. Take a picture of that. Very good book, very long, but it's an interesting read. All right, cool. Anyway. John, we need to hoop. Dude, we do need to hoop, man. We've been talking about that for a while, John. We've been talking about hooping for a long time. I don't know if you're trying to catch this fadeaway, but to be honest, I don't know. I don't know if you're ready for that, John, but Elena gives me the thumbs up with the happy face. Thanks, Elena. Elena. That's some wild history. Person makes sense. Yeah, man, I have a really weird family history. It's very strange. Very, very, very strange. But hey, man, it's a crazy world that we live in. 48 Laws of Power book. Yeah, another great book. I've never read it, but I've listened to it. Just summaries of it, and it's a fantastic book. So you're being part Hawaiian. Do you ever put that? Dude, I am. Let me. I know how these things work, guys. Okay, look. No, see, I can't. Can't do that one. I know you guys don't believe me that I'm Hawaiian. I promise you I'm Hawaiian, okay? I'm going to prove it to you right here. I'm going to show you a picture of my dad. Okay? And so, yes, I do put Pacific Islander on my paperwork because I'm 25% Hawaiian. I'm not lying to you, okay? My grandma lived in Hawaii for years. She just moved back, actually, like a year ago. Helped her get a house there. Helped her get her a place out here. All right, I got like 4,000 photos, guys. I don't, honestly, don't know if oh, hold on. Let me get a photo. You can actually see what he looks like, though. I I don't think you're ready for the jumper, bro. Brooklyn. You know, Brooklyn does have a good rep for basketball. That's true. But, hey, California has the most NBA players from any single state. So, just saying, man. I don't know what that has to do with this, but I grew up playing against Mater Dei, man. Actually, that's a funny story. The first game I was ever blown out. Tough night for Spencer. First game I was ever blown out, though, as a player was my sophomore year. I was on JV, and my freshman year we played Mater Dei, but they always had like 15 freshman teams, so we just played one that was really bad and we beat them. And then then we have one JV team, so we roll up. We're like, oh, we're gonna beat these guys. There's too much hype around these guys, and like literally, I think we lost like 60. I mean, it was like ridiculous. And granted, our entire JV's team was like basically sophomores, so we didn't really have a chance. But anyway, and then I got moved up to varsity. So shout out the varsity squad. All right, gonna sound kind of depressing. I can't find a picture of my dad to show you guys, but you have to take my word for it. I am Hawaiian, whether you believe me or not. Are you a Ducks, Rams, and Angels guy? You kind of threw me off. Yeah, so not really into hockey at all, so could not care less about that. Football. Here's the thing about football, guys. I'm a New England Patriots fan, but not really, because, like, quite frankly, I just feel like we've got caught cheating too much, and I don't like cheaters. So I'm kind of trying to find a team right now. So maybe I will become an LA Rams fan. I don't really know, to be honest with you. Okay, I don't really know, but yeah, that's kind of the idea there. Okay, and then as far as a baseball fan, definitely an Angels fan, but also a Red Sox fan. It's like 50-50. But if they were like playing against each other, what team would I root for? The team that's winning. No, I'm just kidding. Probably the Angels, to be 100% honest with you. Probably the Angels. All right, yeah. He says, I believe you. I don't feel like looking through any more photos, so you have to believe me. Thank you for the book that you mentioned. Thank you, Rogelio. It is a great book. Almost as good as the 12K in 30 Days Blueprint. No, I'm just kidding. It's probably better. Probably better than that. But yeah. I can't believe they don't let me send things. That's annoying. Facebook. Probably the first Patriot fan that admits to cheating. Congratulations. Look, man, I don't want to say I'm not into football. I like football. But for me, I can't. Like basketball, I coach. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, look, if I watch basketball, at least I'm helping my coaching game out a little bit, right? Football, I'm like, I can't justify sitting down for like 3 hours and watching a football game. And by the way, same thing with baseball. It's tough for me to do that. Unless it's like playoffs, I'll watch the playoffs. Or the World Series in baseball. I really won't watch anything else in baseball. But yeah. But the Patriots definitely have cheated a few times. But you know what? Hey, they won. Got a lot of rings. How many rings have asterisks? That's neither here nor there. Okay. The point is, we got a lot of rings. Okay. So I say we as if I'm on the team, but I might be. All right, guys. Going once, going twice. We've been on here for 73 minutes. Sydney sends 4 asterisks. Fair enough, Sydney. John says, be easy, brother. I'll come check you in LA or Dallas. We're going to hoop it up. Appreciate your wisdom, as always. Hey, man. I'm telling you, man, you're not trying to catch this fadeaway. I'm telling you right now. No, I'm just kidding, John. Have a wonderful night. Okira Shockley says, just got on. Well, what's up, Okira? Chiefs just won. That's awesome. Thanks for your time. I will say, Patrick Mahomes is legit. I love watching the highlights of that guy. That guy's crazy. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your time, Sydney. I appreciate it. Elena says, so back to the basics. Where's the first place to start in your program? Well, Elena, that's a great question. So let me show you how we have the program set up. So how we have Surplus Fund Mastery set up is the following, okay? So we have it divided into basically 6 weeks, but I guess 7 if you count week 0. Week 0 is just kind of a welcome week, introducing you to the program and all that, okay? Then we have week 1, okay? Week 1 is... It's the foundation, it's the mindset, it's how you need to operate to be successful with surplus funds. Week 2 is marketing and sales. So how do you build relationships with people? We give you our exact scripts and breakdown videos. We give you our exact skip trace sites. We actually have a whole list of like 30 plus skip trace sites you can use, and all of that, okay? And then week 3 is where we jump into state funds, and that's usually the best place we recommend that you start, okay? But we were really adamant on you going through the program week 1 and then week 2, so going through it chronologically in the correct order and watching all of the videos. You see, look at this. None of these videos I'm skipping. Look at it. Whole video, okay? And by the way, I made this course and I'm still doing that, okay? So just keep that in mind. But anyway. Love is love, bro. Nah, you know I'm just messing with you, man. Shout out to John for always making an appearance on this on these streams, man. You know, I always appreciate it. Okira says, coolin'. Thanks, Okira. Thanks for everything, Spencer. We'll keep you updated now that I'm coming back to the business. Welcome back, Rogelio. Welcome back, my friend. Hopefully things have been well with you, brother. Any other questions, guys? I'm going to stand here as long as you guys have questions. Ooh, it's past my bedtime, man. It's almost 10 o'clock. See what I do? See what I do for you guys, man. I stay up past 10 o'clock. Any other comments, questions, concerns? Again, happy to stick on here. What do you think about working as a researcher? What do you mean? Or you mean like the whole, I don't like to talk about my competitors. You're talking about like working as a researcher for Sean? The surplus fund riches guy, the guy that doesn't like me, apparently. I think he doesn't like me because we have a lot more results, but I don't know. Spencer, would you recommend role-playing with a beginner or seasoned warrior? Seasoned warrior is what I would say. But honestly, either one. It doesn't matter. You know, as long as I have the script, just role-play the script with them. You know, go through good scenarios, bad scenarios, all that. Perfect. Thank you for your time. Lama says yes. So, Lama, this is all I'll say. When we started Surplus Fund Mastery, our only competitor was Sean. And at the time, the only thing I could find about him was... I'll just show it to you, actually, so you don't think I'm making it up. For legal reasons, I'm going to show you the video I'm going to talk about. The only video I could find was this video of him, which says, beware of Mr. Deedflip, surplusfundriches.com. And from that point forward, I decided that, I don't know, I just decided that, I don't really know what I decided. I just didn't think it was a good idea to go with that. So, decided to make my own thing and actually help people. Just my opinion, though. But then, you know, like, he sent out an email asking people for reviews. Because, like, our whole I'll just tell you our marketing strategy. All our marketing strategy is have the absolute best program on the world so we get the most amount of results. Because at the end of the day, people join our program to get results. They don't join our program for any other reason. So we have the most amount of results, then positive reviews, and we're going to get the most amount of people in our program, and it's a win-win for everybody. And ultimately, we're going to recover the most amount of money for people that are owed money. So, you know, that's our strategy, and we don't do any funny business. Like, I'll just tell you straight up, every single interview you guys have seen on my channel is 100% real. 100% real. And all of those people have gone through the program and gotten a deal or multiple deals or built an entire business from our program. Now, maybe they took other programs as well, but they're crediting us with their results. Now, let me make this clear. I don't want to say anybody else's results are not real or they are fake. I don't know. But all I know is that for a long time, I was on Sean Bouyge's email list, and when he started seeing us post a bunch of results, he wanted to compete with us, is my guess. I don't know why, but he started sending out emails saying, hey, if you give me a positive review, I will send you free courses. To me, that seems a little bit disingenuous. I've never given anyone anything for giving me a review or a interview with them. They simply did it because they found success with our program. I don't know if that's necessarily the case with his because of the email I saw. In fact, there's multiple emails, but I'll just leave it at that. So that's my opinion on him. I'm sure he's a nice guy. I've never talked to him. I have nothing against him, but that's all I'll say. So my focus, I used to be really focused on competitors and like I want to bankrupt all my competitors because they all kind of suck, to be honest with you. But what I've realized is that I shouldn't be focusing on them. And I guess I really never was. I was just thinking about it. But nowadays, I really just think about you guys and my students. Because at the end of the day, the way I'm going to beat my competitors is by having the best program. It's not by thinking about my competitors. So that's my opinion. Elena says, that man is seriously creepy. There's that too. I don't know. I haven't attended many of his events, so I don't know. The other thing I'll say too is we've never bought anyone else's course. So, you know, there's one person in particular that literally he just went around and bought everyone else's course and then made his own course. I'm like, okay. Obviously, you're an expert. Llama. Is it Llama? It's not llama. There's no way it's llama. Is it llama? That doesn't make any sense. When do you know it's time to scale up? When you have something that's consistently working. So if you're consistently getting like 2 to 3 deals a month, doing the same thing, and you have a system, then you can scale it up. Real recognizes real. Spence, keep adding value and you'll stay number one. That's the plan. I mean, you know, it's like Drake says, you know, it took a while to get the jokers out of the deck now. I'm holding all the cards and my competitors are trying to play chess now. But I'm sticking with cards. Okay, you guys are crazy, man. But it's all good. It is all good, man. We got too many new things coming to be concerned. So actually, we're working on something really cool. I can't reveal what it is, but I truly believe it will change the way surplus funds are transacted forever. And I'm excited to be giving it to my surplus warriors when it comes out. So it'll be there first, and then maybe eventually it'll be released to everyone else to join as well. But that's another perk. When you get a surplus fund mastery, you get a bunch of awesome things, like cool things that we do. You always get those first. And most of the time they're free. This one won't be because you'll see why when it comes out. But yeah, it's you always get things first if you're a surplus warrior. So another great reason to be a surplus warrior, on top of being the best place to be as far as results go. Mini course versus regular course. What do you mean by that, man? What do you mean by mini course versus regular course? And then any more questions, guys, I will answer it. But if not, I'm going to hop off here because it's getting a little bit late. Mini course versus regular course. What's the difference between the mini course and regular course? Well, the regular course is, it's like comparing like a moped to a Mercedes-Benz. That's what you're asking me to do. They both can potentially get you from A to B, but you can't take a moped on a highway or an expressway or a toll road, whatever you want to call it. But you can take the Mercedes-Benz on the Autobahn. So Surplus from Mastery is the Mercedes-Benz of this industry. It's the best or nothing. And quite frankly, we've continued to innovate and add new features. And I mean, I'm blown away by the results that we've gotten. And I'm not just saying that. Again, don't buy any of my stuff. But literally, guys, I mean, look at this. It's just ridiculous. Look at this right here. 150K in 21 days. $25,000 profit first deal. 3 deals in 14 days. 16 deals in 30 days. $42,000 first deal scaled to $100,000 a month. 6 deals in his first 30 days. Luke up to, I believe, like $30,000 now in his first 3 or 4 months. Michael, 2 deals at 20. Russell, I think he got 6 or 7 deals. Don't quote me, that was a long time ago. Maria, $22,000 first deal. There's just a few of them, and we have way more on our YouTube channel. And then I'm not even looking at all these. I mean, Andre, another ridiculous interview I'm just sitting on. Janelle. Shout out to Janelle, one of the most underrated surplus warriors out there. I see you, Janelle. Randy, destroying the game right now. Shout out to Randy, if he's watching this. Let's see here. Holly's killing it. $300,000 deal. $6,500 profit. Deal on their 6th or 7th phone call. Yes, to Belinda. $48,000 deal for Michael. David's posting it. Ethan, 2 follow-ups. Anyway, I think you guys get the point. $24,000 check. Moral of the story is it's all about results. What is your opinion on batch skip tracing? I think it's great if you have the right one. I mean, experiment, right? Find the right skip trace site, but it's not a bad option. We partner with a skip tracing site called Direct Skip. They're a batch skip trace site, and I've been fairly happy with them. I'm going to wait and get the Mercedes. I would recommend that you do that, my friend. I'm going to make that page. I'm excited for you, Sydney. I'm excited for you to make that page one day. And to get a 100K Club hat and award. Guys, we're finally going to make our plaques. We have so many plaques to send out. I'm like so behind. I feel so bad. Brendan Harris. I'm going to wait and get the Mercedes. I'm going to make that page. Interesting results. I don't know what you mean by that, but okay. I don't know what you mean by interesting. Interesting. It's not good. Anyway. All right, guys. Any other questions, guys? If you guys enjoyed this, by the way, drop a like. Let me know if you guys enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy it, give me a dislike. Screw this guy. Boom. Gotta let the people know that they missed out. Thanks, Spencer. No dislikes, please. Tiffany just dabbed on me. I just got dabbed on. I don't know how I feel about that, Tiffany. Tiffany. Like, yes. Are you dabbing or are you sneezing, Tiffany? You know, with COVID out nowadays, you might be sneezing. I don't know. Anything else, guys? Going once, going twice. Dabbing on you. I love your program. Still saves enough to get it, but what I do, I'm on it. Love it, Tiffany. Love it. Just dabbed on you right back, Tiffany. Just dabbed on you right back. Sydney with the 48 thumbs up. I don't have that many hands, Sydney, but I'll give you 2 right back. Boom. There you go. Awesome, guys. Guys, it's been great. I'm exhausted. Woo! I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. But this has been fun. Be looking out for another video at some point in the future. I say this as if I'm going to release a video like tomorrow. I have no planned videos whatsoever, but I know eventually I will release another YouTube video. The question remains as to when. Maybe a year from now, maybe a week from now, maybe a day from now, but eventually a YouTube video will come out, and hopefully you guys will like it. And if you want to be the first to see that, as well as be part of our monthly giveaway where I give away a mini course called the Killer Closer Academy once a month to a few lucky people, make sure you click that subscribe button and click the notification bell, because only the first couple people that see that link with the giveaway post will get the free course. So you want to be notified when I post it so you can get in there. Adios and the new item? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark? Yeah, I keep seeing your ads like 24/7. What do you mean by the new item? I don't know what you mean by that. And yeah, my ads do run like 24/7. I'm just constantly streaming ads. Just in here 24. Like right now is the only time I'm not running ads because I'm live streaming to you guys. So, anyway. All right, guys. This has been fun. I'm exhausted. I don't know what you mean. Your new take on the business. I don't know what you mean by that. I'm going to be honest with you, Lem. I don't know what you mean by that. Your new take on the business. What's my new take on the business? It's so late, I don't even know what my new take is on the business. That's how late it is. All right. Guys, I keep signing off and I'm not signing off. So I'm done. Guys, thank you so much for your time. Again, if you enjoyed this, like it. If you're like, screw this guy, he's annoying, dislike it. Oh, you mentioned something earlier that would change the business. Yes, we're going to be releasing something eventually that will change the surplus fund business forever. I can almost guarantee that, actually. I'm pretty confident in it. But I can't release what it is. I can't tell you when it's going to be released. And I can't tell you anything about it other than that eventually something will come out that will dramatically change surplus funds forever. The only thing I'll say about it other than that is that it is not a course. It's not a course. I only sell 2 programs. I guess technically 3 if you count the Killer Closure Academy, but I don't really count that. So I'm not launching another course. You don't need another course. I need Surplus Fund Mastery and Scale Mastery if you want to get to 100K a month. That's it. So, but we are going to be releasing something that it's not a coaching program either. But anyways, we'll talk about that eventually, guys. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you. If you're watching this video, have a great weekend. And